One of the more popular types of links, I think anyway, that you can create in a PDF is a link to a web page. And this can open up a lot of doors. Now, I've got this PDF file open here, and there's already one link out here, and I can tell with the hand tool selected, if I hover over stores, I can see it right there. If you look down at the bottom down here, you're going to see the first page, the http www.blisschocolates.com. Now, in Acrobat 8 and Acrobat 9, if you type out the name of an address, literally a website address, with the HTTP and all that stuff in there, it should auto-detect it, unless it's a little confused. And that's what Acrobat is right now. It's not auto-detecting this. In order to create a link on this, you could leave it alone. If you already just take your cursor and hover over a web link on one of your PDFs, if it's already there, then people in Reader 8 and Reader 9 can already see the link and it already goes to that website. So you don't have to create it. If you want to create it yourself, though, we're going to actually use the link tool to do that next. So I've got my advanced editing toolbar open here, and you can find that under the tools menu. If I click on the link icon here and come down, I can see I've got the tool selected. We're going to click and drag to draw where we want this hotspot to be. So what I'd like to do first, though, is I'm going to do just a quick zoom in here so you can see this. So I'll click on the zoom tool at the top and just click and drag so I can zoom in a bit so you can see it a little bit easier. Go back to the link tool. I'm going to click and drag with the link tool to create the hotspot. Now you can make it bigger or smaller, whatever you want to do. Let go of the mouse and you'll see that we get the Create Link dialog box. I want to make this kind of look like a web link. And old school web links, meaning old school text links on the web, used to have an underline under them. So that's what I'm going to do. So come to link type here, I'm going to say visible rectangle. Line style, I'm going to choose underline. And that'll allow me to put a nice underline. And if you want to make it blue even, you can do that by clicking the color box here and changing that. Now we won't see it yet. That's okay. Down here under link action, we're going to tell it to open a web page. Click next. And if you take a look, it's going to ask, all right, which URL do you want to go to when you click the link? So what you want to do is you want to type in a URL or a web address, and you want to type in the whole thing, that HTTP, the colon, // www, and I'll just do lynda.com. And you can do just about any website in here. You can even have it go to a specific page, all sorts of stuff. I will click OK. And if you look, there's the box. There's my link. Now, if I want to, I can move it right now by clicking and dragging. With the link tool still selected, you can do that. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. I'll make it just about the width of the text here by grabbing both edges one at a time and make it a little bit shorter too. Now, to test it out, you need to be on the hand tool. So click on the hand tool and you'll see there's the underline for the box. Hover over it. Typically what you'll see is a tooltip that shows you what the web address is. And that's actually really important because look at it, it's going to lynda.com and it says it's going to somewhere else right there in the text. So that's important. You'll see the W in the hand, which means it's going to go to a website. If you right click, you'll see we can open it in the browser, the page itself, add it to this document, and you won't see this if there's security on the PDF file, or open it as a new PDF file, opening up lynda.com as a PDF. I'm going to simply click on it. It'll say, all right, do you really want to trust going to lynda.com and opening up your browser software? If you guys don't have a browser on your machine, this is really not going to work, okay? It'll try and download it. And I'm going to just say allow. You can block it if you want. I'll click allow. It'll go out. It'll open up the website address, and you'll see it in the browser. So that's working with a web link. Now, let me go back to Acrobat here. You can close the browser if you want. We can create all kinds of different web links. And there's a couple nice little tricks and things that we can do with that, and I'll share that with you in the link shortcut section, doing things like emails, etc. So working with links, creating links to websites are probably one of the more useful, more important things you can do because you got to think of it from a marketing perspective. You can make it so your clients can actually interact with this thing, and if you have a product you're trying to sell, you can have them click, and it doesn't even have to show the web address here. It can just be a product name or a product number. They can click, go to your website as long as they're connected to the internet, and look at that product. So it's a great way to market yourself.